not going to contract with you after all.
Another company offered at a lower price? You're kidding!
Let me sign the contract after all. They're 5 times the price.
It's none of our business anymore.
Mr. Sato, about this fabric.
Let's see. I think this color is better. My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm 28 years old. After graduating from a vocational school, I started working for a textile manufacturer, Tsurumaru Textile, 8 years ago. Tsurumaru Textile is a small company with around 50 employees. But we've got our own factories here in the country. Surprisingly, our sales are holding steady despite the tough times in the apparel industry.
Mr. Sato, would you like some coffee?
Thank you, Yui. She is Yui Takanashi. I'm in charge of training her. She's a hard worker, attending night classes at a vocational school after work to pursue her dream of launching her own brand.
Mr. Kashiwagi, the materials you asked for are ready.
Thanks. You're quick at your job. Really helpful. Despite being busy all the time, she never loses her smile and puts her heart into every task she takes on. Seeing her like that makes me want to work hard too. Thanks for your hard work. I'm heading out first. See you. Oh, good work. You are our ace, you know. Take a good rest and give it your best at work again tomorrow. Thank you very much. With an increase in the number of clients, I was leading a busy but fulfilling life. I had no idea at that time that these peaceful days would be shattered by a reunion with someone.
Hey, Keiichi, it's been a while.
Mieko? Why are you here? I walked into the room, saw the face of my business partner, and couldn't help but raise my voice. Mieko was my ex-girlfriend, whom I dated when I was in a vocational school after graduating from high school. We were even living together, but Mieko dumped me for a handsome model, and we broke up. I have never heard from her since then, let alone seen her.
Can you just get started quickly? I'm busy, you know.
I'm sorry, let me get on with it. So, the fabric for this shirt. As we progressed with the business negotiation, I found out that Mieko is active as an influencer on social media, and she has launched her own brand called Mieko. Mieko has a huge following, especially among young people, and she plans to open a store next year. About these slacks, this fabric tends to wrinkle easily, so I think this one is better.
What? I definitely think this one is better. Don't you think, Kisato?
Yeah, I think this one is better too.
That's my Kisato. You knew that, right?
However, Mieko seems to lack knowledge of apparel. She chooses materials based on appearance without considering the difficulty of washing. Besides, this number of orders in such a short period of time?
Want to post it on social media ASAP. You can do it, right?
She set an impossible deadline no matter how you look at it. I remember back when we were dating, running around to meet Mieko's unreasonable demands. This amount of stuff? In just a month?
Yeah, I've already announced that I'm going to release it around that time. Okay, please?
To produce fabric, we have to go through various processes. And on top of that, Mieko ordered a unique type of fabric. When I was struggling, Yui, concerned, reached out and talked to me.
Mr. Sato, how about tabling this project for further consideration?
I want to make good clothes. Even Mieko, who lacks knowledge, might share those feelings, I guess. Besides, it was Mieko who supported me when I was a newcomer to Tokyo. Even though we parted in such a way, I'm still grateful to her. This might be some kind of fate. I got it. I'll take it on.
Mr. Sato? As expected of you, Keiichi. Well then, I'm counting on you with these terms. Mr. Sato?
I'll try to beg the factory to somehow make it in time for us. Thus, I was once again forced to go along with Mieko's reckless behavior. I know I'm asking for a lot, but is there any way you could please work it out? Well, I'd like to help you, but I have other work to do. Would you please? Every day, I try to negotiate with the factory to meet the delivery date. Well then, let's go back to the office.
Okay, I'll call a taxi.
That's when my phone rang.
Hello, Keiichi?
Mieko? What's up with you all of a sudden?
Well, I wanted to ask you something. Why don't we get back together?
What?
The other day when I saw you after a long time, I couldn't help but think you're still cool. Reliable, too. I'm going to start my own brand. So, I want you to be by my side, even in my private life. There's no one else for me but you. Please get back together with me.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I can't do that. Sorry. See you.
Hey, hold on, Keiichi. This time I will... Sorry to keep you waiting. It'll be here in front of the hotel.
Okay, thanks. Let's go, Yui.
Hey, Keiichi! Hotel? Yui. Is she a kinda quiet woman from the last meeting, right? Rejecting me and going out with that woman? Oh, I can't forgive him. I'll make him regret making a fool out of me.
Huh? Do you want more colors?
Yes, if possible, I'd like 2 more colors. Thank you.
Maybe as payback from our phone call yesterday, Mieko's outrageous demands have gotten even worse. Despite being pushed around by her demands, a month later, we managed to complete the fabric. A month later, I invited her to our office to show her the finished fabric. These are the finished products.
So adorable!
I asked the factory for quite a favor, but somehow it worked out. I'm really relieved. I handed the invoice to Mieko, who happily pats the fabric. Here is the invoice. Please take a moment to review it.
Thank you! But I don't have to do that, though.
Saying so, Mieko tore up the invoice, handed to her.
I'm not going to contract with you after all.
Suddenly, my mind went blank. What? You said you were looking forward to it yesterday.
That was a lie, of course. It's your fault for rejecting me. Come on, let's go, Kizato.
Another company offered a lower price. Sorry about that. No way! You're kidding! Leaving behind the mountain of piled up fabric, Mieko walked away.
Mr. Sato!
The next day, feeling utterly hopeless as I arrived at the office, Yui made a suggestion. A donation to the school?
Yes, but let's make sure not to turn them into products, but rather use them for creating art or personal projects.
At Yui's school, they are always accepting fabric donations. It seems you can donate as many meters as you want after completing the necessary procedures. I will talk to the president about this. I'm sure the fabrics would be happier if they were used rather than thrown away.
I got it. I'll talk to the school.
Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you from now on. After finishing the business meeting, I casually checked my phone and was surprised to see a call history with 100 missed calls. I rushed to open the history and found out that they were all from Mieko. When I called her back, she immediately picked up the phone as if she had been waiting for me.
Hey, Keiichi! Why didn't you answer my call right away?
Sorry, I had a business meeting. What's up?
This is my biggest favor. Let me sign the contract after all. The other company quoted me 5 times the price.
The prices skyrocketed fivefold due to the surge in crude oil prices since the beginning of this year, causing an increase in the cost of fibers. As a result, many companies are struggling with cash flow, and bankruptcies are becoming all too common. Tsurumaru Textile has its own factory, which allows it to keep prices to a minimum and eliminate transportation and other costs.
Hey, Keiichi! Are you listening to me? Anyway, let me sign the contract again. Please, humor me.
I took a deep breath and said to her, "I'm sorry, but we no longer have that fabric as we found someone else interested in taking them."
What? What do you mean you don't have them?
It's just as I said. It's no longer our concern. Excuse me.
Hey, hold on! I'll pay for them!
Sorry you had to see that.
You went out of your way to plead with so many people to make it happen, and she just trampled on those feelings of yours. You don't have to feel bad about it.
Yui.
I am always on your side. Please don't hesitate to rely on me if you need anything, okay?
Thank you, Yui. It took 3 months due to the summer break, but the fabric has been safely donated to the vocational school Yui attends. The students were overjoyed when they saw the fabric and invited me to a fashion show for their graduation project as a thank you.
What? The delivery date is late?
Oh, I'm sorry. It'll be a week from now.
How many times do you have to extend the deadline? It's already more than a month late. Enough is enough. Just send it as soon as possible.
Afterward, it seems Mieko entered into a contract with an overseas manufacturer. But it was nothing but trouble. Missing deadlines, not following the orders, language barriers, you name it. Moreover, with Mieko's lack of knowledge in apparel, she was taken advantage of and charged 10 times more than the market rate. Even so, she managed to get the product on the market, but the world was not so kind.
Hey! Mieko's clothes got holes right after I washed them. They look nothing like the pictures. The fabric is cheap. The price is not worth it at all. They are too expensive. What the hell? What's with all these comments?
She's being bombarded with complaints on social media, and now she's stuck dealing with returns. Within a year of its establishment, Mieko disappeared. With the brand suddenly disappearing without any explanation, Mieko's social media faced a massive backlash, and her follower count plummeted to a quarter of its peak. Now, the updates have stopped, and no one has seen Mieko.
Gotta think about some eye-catching photos.
Wow! It's amazing! I can't believe that fabric could be turned into such a costume.
I'm thrilled! I can't believe you're giving us so many compliments.
Meanwhile, I found myself attending the fashion show at the vocational school, thanks to Yui's invitation. The outfits created from the fabric we donated were all amazing. Before I knew it, I was so captivated that I forgot to blink. Among them, the outfit created by one student caught the eye of a veteran designer who was there as a judge. It was decided that the student would become their assistant. The show was featured in magazines, and inquiries flooded in for Tsurumaru Textile, the fabric provider. Sales even doubled as a result. The company plans to develop collaborations with students in the future.
Good job today. I'll head out first. See you.
Oh, wait, Yui. Do you have any plans after this?
No, nothing in particular.
Then, if you're up for it, how about going to dinner? I'd like to thank you for the fabric thing.
Really? I'm so glad. I wanted to talk to you too, Mr. Sato. Thanks for treating me. I appreciate it.
Oh, don't mention it. I wanted to do that. As we walked side by side on the way to the station, seeing other couples around made me so conscious of Yui that I couldn't even look at her face. Oh, come on. Why am I so conscious of her? The more I tried not to think about it, the more I couldn't help but wonder what Yui was thinking about me as she walked beside me. After walking in silence for a while, the station gate came into view. Thinking of saying something, I looked at Yui, and our eyes met. Her big, expressive eyes. Sorry, don't worry about it.
No, it's okay. I was looking at you too.
The words sounded a bit funny, and when I laughed, Yui couldn't help but laugh along.
Mr. Sato, for me, you're someone I admire. I want to be a supportive figure in your personal life too.
Huh? That's...
I like you, Mr. Sato. I want to support you as your girlfriend. Could you go out with me?
Are you sure you're okay with me?
Come on. Why do you say that? It has to be you, Mr. Sato.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. And so, Yui and I started going out. Sorry to keep you waiting. What are you looking at?
No, it's nothing.
Hey, Yui.
What is it?
Do you want to wear the wedding dress next year?
Huh? That means...
The fabric is made of many layers of threads, just like our lives. Thanks for watching to the end.
Please subscribe to our channel too!